Hello and welcome to another quick tutorial video. This time I'll be showing you how to install just the Halo VR mod over top of a retail copy of Halo on WinlatorXR. So we're going to download 7-zip from 7-zip.org just to extract the setup files so I get the 64-bit version. I've already downloaded, and then here from HWXR, the HWXR setup.zip. Now this is for running it within a container, so Windows on a container using WinlatorXR, which I've already installed from SideQuest VR or sideload the APK from its GitHub. But the point being, this is the mod for playing Halo VR on a standalone device, and it is based on the PC VR mod for Halo CE by Living Fray. So if you have a PC capable of VR, absolutely give that version of the mod a run instead. It's much higher fidelity and it supports other mods as well. But this is an option for the general standalone audience to enjoy such a wonderful game. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I'll close this out, open up WinLater. So I've already got some containers, I've already got some shortcuts. The only thing that matters for this demo is that I've got a retail copy of Halo Combat Evolved already installed in a container that I just created called HWXR. Now this container does not have anything else done to it. I just installed Halo CE Retail and it's ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and hit play. Alright, so it's booted up. Go to the D drive, that's where your downloads go. And we see here we have 7-zip. We'll open it, install it. It's not quite done. We go to the start menu, go to Program, 7-zip, 7-zip File Manager. Then we go to Tools, Options, click the plus for both, and then hit OK. Alright, so we'll close that out. So now if we refresh, there we go. Now it can be opened. And we'll extract it to a folder. I'm just going to call it AAA. You can open the keyboard and type in a name if you want, but we don't need to do that here. Alright, refresh this, go into the folder, and then we can't quite just run this yet. We have one more step to do. We have to go down to the Start menu, go to System Tools, Wine Mono Installer, click Install. It's going to download, this part needs internet. It's going to download the latest version of Wine Mono and install it. And it should be done any second now. Okay, now we can run it. So right click, open, and the HWXR setup comes up. Then we go ahead, click begin. We're going to mod the retail version of the game. And we're going to agree to the third-party UIs. Now this part comes up here. You need to find the Halo exe. So I've got it in C, Program Files, Halo Combat Evolved. There it is. So we'll select that. This is a retail copy of Halo with the latest 1.10 patch. Now we do the regular steps as usual. OpenAL installed, continue. We already have a Halo save file. I'm going to overwrite it, so I'm going to say yes. You should do that if it's your first time running the VR mod in general. Okay, click next. It's installing the Visual C++ redistributable all in one. Now we hit finish. Now we hit continue. And that's it. It's good to go. Here's the controls. Here's the instructions for the shortcut, which I'll show you. Here's the credits. Again, the original PC VR mod by Living Fray, and the others that worked on it as well should be credited. Yep, down here. Oh, interesting. I think my scroll wheel is sending it back to the top. Anyway, the credits are there. We'll go ahead and close this. We can close right out by right-clicking the thumbstick, click Exit, and go to Shortcuts, and then we'll go down to our Halo Combat Evolved, click on the settings, change the resolution to custom, 1400 by 1400. Seems to be a good resolution for it to run in, and we'll give it a run. If you're on Quest 2, you're going to want to use the Turnip graphics drivers for the best performance, but on a Quest 3, just like this, we're ready to go. You can see it's gone into full screen mode, and now we have Halo. So your left thumbstick to go to the menu, you hit start a new game, you can load a game. I'm going to go ahead and load the Halo level. And there we go, we are in VR. We'll go ahead and skip through to here.
Chief? Chief, can you hear me?
Now another performance
At
thing
last.
you can do
Are you all right?
is
Can you move?
disable
The others.
home environment outside of
nothing we
the
can do.
WinlatorXR, so your main Quest operating system switched to pass-through.
Warning.
That gives you better
I've
performance.
detected
when
multiple
running
Covenant
VR games.
dropships on
I would
approach.
say that, whoops.
I recommend moving into those hills.
I would
If
say
we're lucky,
that
the Covenant will believe that everyone
in
aboard
most
this
cases
lifeboat
you'll
died
want
in
to
a
start
crash.
from pass-through.
Alert!
home
Covenant
screen
dropship inbound.
and have
They must be
pass-through
looking
off
for
inside
survivors.
WinlatorXR
I recommend
itself.
immediate evasion.
Anyway, here we go with Halo Combat Evolved. You got the two-handed aiming if you pause the game and press B. And then pause the game, press B again, and it should release it. I find sometimes it's struggles with that. Then you can press A to toggle alternate eye rendering, which gives it a 3D look. You can see in this mode it just looks like it's flickering. But in full screen mode, it does look 3D. So I'll turn that off. I can turn off the two-handed aiming, but that might be a bug I have to look into. It's so much easier to game in VR than with the controller. Anyway, that's it. That's the demo, and I died.
The others. The impact. There's nothing
There we go.
we can do.
Alright, so that's it for the tutorial basically, but I'll also show you some settings you can tweak on this game. So we'll go ahead and quit, and we'll go to the containers. We'll go back into WXR. So there's a few different things you can change in here. So we'll go to the C Program Files, Halo, VR folder. There's a tool in here for editing your configuration, and you can open it up. And it will give you some options like changing the FOV. This is some advanced stuff. You don't really want to touch this unless you know what you're doing, or you want to be experimental with your FOV to get more FOV, less FOV, whatever you like. There's the option to enable or disable thumbstick turning. By default, it's enabled, so you can disable it. You can disable thumbstick movement. Now, if you do that, it will enable the non-stationary boundary mode, because that means your real-life physical movements are going to move your in-game character. It's like a room scale mode that works with unbounded scrolling. So like you could go in an open field. I've done this. There's another video I posted showing it off, but you can basically walk wherever you want, and you can choose how much movement in real life makes your player move in the game. It's kind of like you move your real life head and the body tries to catch up. Now, if there's an obstacle in your way, then you'll get stuck behind it, like a rock or a wall or a log. So it can be a little disorienting. It's more like a experimental mode. That's why it's off by default. Melee swing sensitivity, that's how much force you need to swing your hand with to trigger a punch or something. And if you find you're doing it too often, turn the sensitivity down. If you find it's not working enough, turn the sensitivity up. Haptics, you can turn them off if you like. You can turn off the ability to melee with the down on the right thumbstick. So if you're accidentally meleeing while turning with your thumbstick, turn that off. You can turn on AER by default here. You can turn on snap turning. By default, it uses smooth turning. You can also do a checkbox here to combine the use and reload buttons. This is an interesting mode that basically lets you turn on two-handed aiming with your left grip because the use and reload are both mapped to A, and then B is jump instead. This is a really cool feature suggested by a user on the Discord. Also, this seated non-VR mode I want to show here today is kind of neat. I'll show you what it does. You can't do AER 3D with it, and let's see. Yeah, you can adjust the scale of how much your head rotates in this windowed mode. This is designed for like playing it on a floating screen like you're seeing in front of you. It's not designed for playing it in full VR in your face. It's kind of like a window into the VR world, and you're going to really rely on turning with your thumbstick. Now, if your hands are upside down on any future headsets, for example, you can check this box and it will turn on something to fix your hands. But I'm not going to change anything else here. In fact, I'm not even going to need to click save because this auto saves when you change it. So we're going to do this non-VR mode now and check it out. So we'll close that. We'll go back to the shortcuts and we'll click on Halo. And it's going to look different this time because it's running in a window, but it still tracks your head. And we'll go ahead and go back to the Halo map. Now we have a 6-DoF Halo CE running in a window, and you can turn your head to the
I've
left
detected
and right,
multiple
look up
Covenant
and down,
dropships on
and
approach.
you'll notice that it
I recommend
feels
moving
like
into
a full
those
VR
hills.
experience
If we're
through a
lucky,
window.
the Covenant will believe that
And
everyone
this is
aboard
really
this
handy
lifeboat
for
died in the
if you get
crash.
motion sickness from full VR. You can also still open the magnifier and make the screen really big. You can also go into full immersive view with the left click, but I don't recommend doing that because it's not going to have a good sync. It's just not a true VR experience like the normal VR version of the map. If you want VR, play it in the VR mode. If you want to play in a window like this, play in the window like this. This mode does seem to have an issue where sometimes the screen can go completely blue. I believe that's something to do with the head angle being
Alert! Covenant dropship inbound.
so
They must be looking for survivors.
look into that
I
a bit
recommend
further in the
immediate
future
evasion.
update, but for now, here's a good example of how it's working. Still have the full ability to zoom in, pull it up to your face. You can't use the alternate eye rendering for 3D, but that's okay. You're going to want to use thumbsticks for turning instead in this case, not your swivel around. It's great to be able to just freely aim at these guys. Let's go miss these guys. Oh, there's the blue screen issue. So I'll look into what's causing that and try to find a fix. You can hit your escape key with the left mini button up once, pull the trigger, it takes you back to the title screen, and then you can reload your save, which should fix the camera. Yeah.
The impact.
So that's a known bug
nothing we
for
can
now
do.
of this experimental mode, but I'll try and figure out what's causing that for a future update. Anyway, thanks for watching.